August 7th, 2012, I want to bring all of you up to date on the Sikh temple shooting, if I can, and up to date on quite a few unexplained connections, and I want to try to tie in this video, tie everything in together. And what will the outcome be, in my own opinion and my own theory, and that's just what it is, an opinion and a theory, is all these events are happening one right after the other. And I believe by October, I truly do, that our United States of America want to have the American people under martial law. And if the United States is declared martial law, there will be no elections in the following month, in November. Barack Hussein Obama will stay in power. I know this is quite a lot to throw at you. I'm looking at the candidates running for the office of the President of the United States, and to me it's like watching a television sitcom. It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like any of these people are really even a consideration for president. I don't see Barack Hussein Obama leaving office. Now, what does this have to do with the Sikh temple killing? And let me begin there, because we have one gunman down. Dead men can tell no tales, so there will be no interrogation, there will be no trial, but eyewitness accounts at the scene. Bear with me, because it's going to get very interesting. Eyewitness accounts at the scene are claiming that there were 4 gunmen that entered into the Sikh temple, and they were all dressed in black. Now, that's what we know so far. So let me carry on just for a moment. So bear with me, because it's all going to add up, and it might just make some sense in a few moments. Now, we all have been watching, and if you've been on YouTube, the buzz all around YouTube with the Olympics is, you know, the Illuminati symbolism and such. But it had come out that if the world powers that be, if the United States, if President Barack Hussein Obama, along with other world leaders, do not come out with full disclosure by August 4th, which we know that date is coming fast, that on August 12th, a mass UFO sighting would take place at the Olympics, and disclosure would happen then, with or without the world leaders coming forward and bringing out full disclosure. All right. So a lot of people are on the edge of their seat, and they're looking for an alien invasion of some type on the closing of the Olympics on August 12th. Now let's tie this disclosure in with the Sikh killing. I do want to thank a viewer and subscriber of mine, Chris, Videoman CR, who gave me a great deal of information. And I'll put the link to a few websites below. But I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Stephen Greer or not. He's been part of this disclosure project for quite some time, and he's put out a great deal of information. But to me, it seems like he's always trying to raise money for his projects, as he was doing with this project that he's working on now. Dr. Stephen Greer, who is the founder of the Worldwide Disclosure Movement and the Center for the Study of Extraterrestrial Intelligence, now is working with Emmy Award-winning filmmaker Armadeep Kalika and his team at Never Ending Light Productions to produce one of the most significant films of our time. This film exposes the greatest story never told. Full disclosure was allegedly going to come out from this production, from this trailer, from this movie. Now, the interesting twist, and how is this tied in with the Sikh temple killing? The filmmaker, Arm Kalika, his father was in the temple when the massacre took place. Now, the movie that they are working on, Arm Kalika and Dr. Stephen Greer. Now, Arm Kalika is the filmmaker, is Sirius. That's the name of the movie. And here is, came out August 6th from Dr. Greer's blog. We ask that everyone remember in their thoughts and prayers Arm Kalika and his family as they mourn the loss of his father, who was shot and killed at the Sikh temple in Wisconsin. We are shocked and appalled by this act of senseless violence. Our love and sympathy go to Arm, his family, and all those who lost loved ones. They were coming out with this full disclosure, information that would, I guess, allegedly, make a lot of people upset in the higher up ranks of the military and the government, who are trying to keep disclosure quiet. So this gunman, this crazed gunman, or more than one, go in and they shoot up the Sikh temple, and the filmmaker, his father, is killed in the process, and his name is Tara Singh. So is there a connection? Is this to silence them from making this movie, to keep them quiet, so disclosure does not come out? Then how does that tie in with the message delivered for August 4th, for August 12th? It looks like our world leaders, if there is a disclosure to come out, they're keeping quiet. Did they go in and send a message to the filmmaker to not go forward with this film, and they executed the father, Black Ops style? What has this got to do with martial law? Okay, let me explain. Now, we know President Obama wants to rush through this treaty to confiscate all the American citizens' guns. So we got a lot of things going on. Now we got the Sikh massacre, killing at the temple. Full disclosure is supposed to come out. They're working on this project. Is it just Stephen Greer's way of now using this? I don't believe so. To make his movie more popular, get more donations to get this film series distributed. I don't see that happening. Why was the father killed? Just too much coincidence. Is it to stop this movie from coming out? Now we have another reason for Obama to rush this treaty through, to confiscate guns from the American people. Now we got the theater shooting. Again, witnesses claim there were more than one shooter, but they only have one in custody. And this one, how are you going to interrogate him? He's brain dead. He's like he's a zombie. Remember that word, zombie. It's like he's way out of it. He's on mind control or drugs. Another reason now, a mass killing at a movie theater to get this treaty passed and rush through to confiscate guns from the American people. Then let's look at the connection. All of a sudden in 2012, people start going crazy. They think they're on some kind of drugs called bath salts, and when these people are apprehended or killed or arrested, the toxicology reports come back clean. They are not on bath salts, but they're stripping themselves of their clothes. They're running naked with superhuman strength, and they're eating the flesh from off of their victims. We got the CDC, they coming out prior with a zombie apocalypse. Now they're saying they never did and there's no such thing. You got people walking around naked, superhuman strength, and various stories. It's all over the internet. I've reported on just about most of them in various locations, even in as far away as China, where they're acting insane, like they are out of their mind, under some form of black ops or mind control or MK Ultra project, and they're eating the flesh from their victim's face. Look at the Miami face eater. But we can take this as far back, and we're going to talk about another filmmaker, to early March, the beginning of this year. And I don't think people have tied this in, where another filmmaker, the filmmaker for Coney 2012, is trying, again, like Stephen Greer, to raise a lot of money for this project, Coney 2012, only to find out that I'm not sure where that money's really going, because Coney himself hasn't been in the area for a number of years. He's not even there. And then we find out that our government is very interested in Uganda and the oil there. And was that the real connection? And all of a sudden, when the conspiracy hits, this young filmmaker who's seems to be pretty well educated, college student, removes all his clothes, starts running over the rooftops of cars, stomping on the hoods of vehicles, naked, banging his head on the concrete, and masturbating in public. And I think that's the beginning of when we've seen these zombie-type apocalypse. So now we've got what I think is going on is we're going to see by October the whole economy of the United States bottom out. Right now, gas prices where I live in Michigan are up $4.15 and higher a gallon. Food prices are on the uprise. We got Project HARP and Project Bluebeam all in the mix. Severe heat wave this year like never before, breaking temperatures, causing severe drought. And then I find a video on Nibiru, which I am going to tell you the truth. I don't know a lot about it, but I know from the scripture. Wormwood. It was back in 2010. I was at my sister-in-law's house in Grand Blanc, Michigan, and it was a sunny afternoon, and I looked up, and there was an object next to the sun. No, I didn't take a camera. I didn't get a picture of it. I think I tried, but it was just such glare. But I could clearly see what appeared to be a planet next to the sun. And now I'm getting reports in that this is going to make its approach in October, and it's going to cause what a lot of people on YouTube have been having prophecies about, of major tsunamis and flooding along the coastlines. Is there a connection with disclosure with this to create? Is there really Nibiru on the verge of making a direct pass, and do our governments know it? And are we getting ready with all the plastic coffins for martial law to be implemented? So there's a lot of things going on. Could it just be one single event, black ops by our government to create martial law, to have the bottom of the economy fall out? People want to do an uprising, as they did, as we've seen in the Middle East and in Egypt, and you know. Or is there more to it? Is Nibiru really real, and is going to make its approach in October and cause massive tsunamis and flooding and a debris field hitting the earth? Or does Obama just want to take away the people's guns, cause an uprising, and by declaring martial law, he stays in power? We begin the tribulation, and the church gets removed. The rapture takes place. Leave me your comments. What do you think?